Well, greetings, everyone. So glad you're here in person live and also watching the replay. And we're so grateful. We have about 40,000 views on our C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Council YouTube channel. So we are so grateful that everyone's here live. Thank you very much. This is an inaugural event, and we're so grateful to be honoring two gents, generous, enthusiastic, notable, and tenacious men in our community. And so with that, I'm Kathleen Caldwell, delighted to be the founder of C-Suite Network's Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. And I am I'm a lover of all things learning, education, growth, and such a fan of C-Suite, and so glad that all of you are here. So you know what we do, we promote, showcase, highlight, and lift all of you up. And in that, we also get to lift up the gents in our life. So thank you, thank you. And very briefly, this whole idea for today was born out of our second annual International Women's Day summit that we had this past March, Dare Mighty Things, and several of you were our esteemed faculty members in that beautiful program. And I stopped and I thought, why is there an International Men's Day? There really should be. And if there isn't, doggone it, you know I'm starting it. So, and I did a little research, and yes, there is an International Men's Day founded in 1999. And so on November 19th, every year, people around the community, people around the world, take a moment to celebrate men around the world. And so Australia's got huge celebrations on the 19th. In England, celebrations today and tomorrow, all around the United States. And so I declared that back in March, we are going to have a GENT award, generous, enthusiastic, notable, and tenacious, creating a world where we work together. And that's the whole goal, having men and women work together for a better world. And so today we have the great privilege to honor two gents, Bob Pizzini and Jeffrey Hayzlett. And so take yourself off mute. We need to give these guys a round of applause, our gents. Yay. Very great. Thank you. Very nice. And Jeffrey, when you get back to your office, you're going to see a lovely, we don't believe in like silly awards and things that just have no utility. In our council, we believe it's time to celebrate you and celebrate Bob and celebrate all of the gents in the world. And so you're going to come back, you're going to have a lot of wrapping. As I told Bob earlier today, I love bubble wrap and I love tape and I love wrapping paper. So you're going to see a beautiful customized Bulova clock for you. And yes, we did put the batteries in it. We didn't scrimp in any way, with a beautiful plaque on there. Yes, thank you. Okay.
I've already got it. It's sitting on my desk. They took pictures of it. They asked if they could open it. There's the pretty box that came in with all the beautiful wrapping and everything. So thank you.
Oh.
And I've got mine right here.
So we know when people come into your office, they're just going to be overwhelmed and ask you all about it. So we wanted to have something that was functional, but also celebratory. And so I'd first like to announce our first gent and just tell you a little bit about Bob Pizzini. Bob retired from the U.S. Navy in 2010 after 26 years of service in the Navy Special Operations, wearing the country's cloth. Bob then helped to establish several multi-million-dollar businesses, and his proven success model incorporates the best of leadership in the military and also the best of the best in the C-suite. He is a leadership executive, leadership coach, trusted advisor, partner, great person, founder of I Fly Virginia Beach. And we've had the great privilege to go there with C-Suite Network. Can't wait to get back, Bob. And he brings over 30 years of time-tested, battle-proven strategies to executives, to teams, to leadership. And what I also really appreciate about Bob is he is a level 4 hockey coach, just getting back from a big tournament. He's a mentor to young people. He's a Chamber of Commerce, former president and board member now. The guy is all about mentoring, terrific person, and father, husband, and Chicago Blackhawks fan like I am. So Bob, we wanted to celebrate you. We want to celebrate you as a gent, generous, enthusiastic, notable, and tenacious man that we appreciate. So I'd love to just turn the podium over to you for a few comments. Thank you.
Well, first of all, let me say, I know most of the ladies on this call, and obviously I know Jeffrey, and what an honor. And thank you so much. You know, most of us have known each other for a number of years now, and the professional growth that I've experienced by interacting with not only everybody here, but people, you know, in the larger C-suite has just been incredible. And it's been a period of growth for me that I didn't really know existed. And I just really appreciate the recognition. And I just will say one thing, and you've all probably heard me say this before, when in women's leaderships forums, whenever somebody says, as a female CEO or as a woman leader, you should ... whatever the you should is, I've just always found that to apply to me and my leadership and whatever it is I have going on as well. Right down to hair and makeup at times. You know, Jeff got me comfortable with realizing that sometimes you have to do the hair and makeup for the camera shot or whatever it is. So thank you so much, ladies. And to be recognized alongside Jeffrey just is humbling, and thank you so much.
Bob, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And especially coming back from your tournament and just stepping right into our ceremony. Thank you very much. Big round of applause. Let's take ourselves off mute. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Great. Good, good, good. And we can't wait to get back to iFly Virginia Beach with you and your whole team. That's a great experience. So yes. Well, good. Thank you. So to continue on, because, you know, we in our council, we just move things along here. That's just what we do, is an opportunity to recognize our second gent. We didn't put them in any order. You know, I guess it's reverse alphabetical here, but love.
No, you went by looks. You went by looks. I get it.
So true. So true.
Now, does that mean the first or the last or the second?
We'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Thank you. Yes, good. Well, all of you know Jeffrey Hayzlett, however he requires, like Bob, a proper introduction, that he is a global business celebrity, a NSA Hall of Fame speaker, best-selling author, chairman of C-Suite Network and founder, and just an incredible person, former Fortune 100 CMO, and author of 4 best-selling books. And I have all of them here in my library: The Hero Factor, Think Big, Act Bigger, one of my favorites, The Rewards of Being Relentless, Running the Gauntlet, and The Mirror Test. Jeffrey is one of the most compelling figures in business. We know this to be true, and is also a husband, a father, a grandfather, grandpa, and a friend to many, certainly a gent. And on a personal note, I share this with Jeffrey. We're both lovers of bacon and chocolate. So with that, Jeffrey, we know you're such an advocate for women coaches, consultants, trusted advisors, thought leader, and women in general. So we'll pass it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and appreciate it. So good to be here with everybody, and thank you for sharing this honor with Robert. It is indeed a pleasure. You know, none of us would be here without a strong woman. None of us, period. None of us would be in existence without a woman. So, you know, for me to be able to do whatever I can, whenever I can, I just believe that every person, no matter who they are, what sex, what gender, you know, what level of education, you know, color of skin, religious background, beliefs, politics, whatever, believes to have a voice and believes to be recognized and represented. And that's what I always fight for, sometimes to my peril. You know, sometimes it's not always popular to stand up for everyone and anyone. But no matter what, I always believe that everybody has that right and belief. And so thank you for honoring me. And thanks for having me on this International Men's Day, which I had no idea there was one. And but I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be recognized on such a wonderful day. And I just thank you. And first and last but not least, thank you for all what you do every single day, because each of you are inspiration, and each of you are doing what you have to do to, you know, to help inspire, to educate, to motivate other people. And that's what this world needs, and that's what business needs right now, especially going into the spring, especially going into next year. because a lot of people are going to be worried, and it's up to us to make sure that happens. So thank you, Kathleen. Thank you to all of the women here, and certainly to Bob. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take ourselves off mute, Jeffrey. We appreciate you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And I'm so delighted that the International Men's Day Association in Australia is posting all about our event today. So we're so excited. We have a global, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of lift from this event. So we're so excited, and we could all use a little lift every once in a while, right? So with that, thank you so much. And, we're going to complete our program by introducing a sister of ours in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, Christina DiGiacomo. Christina is a philosopher, founder of the Philosophers Council and the Philo Club. She's a thinking partner to her clients. She's an author of Wise Up at Work. And we'd like to just turn the podium over to Christina for just a few moments, and we'll complete our program to talk about what a gentleman really is. So Christina, I'd like to bring you forward, introduce you to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. I just absolutely love this whole idea of honoring, the gents in our lives, and congratulations to Jeffrey and Bob. What I am going to share with you is a selection from a lecture by Cardinal Newman from The Idea of a University, which was a series of lectures given in Ireland that he gave in 1852. And in one of the lectures, there was a section around what it means to be a gentleman. And I first came across this lecture several years ago, and it has never left me. And so I'm going to read a part of it for you, Jeffrey, and for you, Bob, and for everyone, because I think that what Cardinal Newman has to say about what it is to be a gentleman is exactly what you, Jeffrey, and you, Bob, are. Hence, it is that a definition of a gentleman is he is one who never inflicts pain. The true gentleman carefully avoids whatever may cause a jolt in the minds of those with whom he is cast. His great concern being to make everyone at ease and at home. He has his eyes on all his company. He is tender towards the bashful, gentle towards the distant, and merciful towards the absurd. He can recollect to whom he is speaking. He guards against topics which may irritate. He is seldom prominent in conversation and never wearisome. He never speaks of himself except when compelled, never defends himself by a mere retort. He has no ears for slander or gossip, and is scrupulous in imputing the motives of those who interfere with him. And he interprets everything for the best. He is never mean or little in his disputes, never takes unfair advantage, never mistakes personalities or sharp sayings for arguments, or insinuates evil which he dare not say out loud. He observes the maxim of the ancient sage that we should ever conduct ourselves towards our enemy as if he were one day to be our friend. He has too much good sense to be affronted at insults. He is too well employed to remember injuries, and too indolent to bear malice. He is patient, forbearing, and resigned on philosophical principles. He submits to pain because it is inevitable, to bereavement because it is irreparable, and to death because it is his destiny. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Bob, for being amazing men.
Thank you, Christina. Beautiful.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you, Christina.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So with that, we are delighted to conclude our program. And, just as a reminder that kind of the takeaway from our time is that we know that the world needs all of us, men, women, needs all of us to bring our powerful light, our life force, our wisdom to the world. So it's our opportunity and it's our obligation. So let's go forward and do that. That's what our council is all about. We'd love to promote you, showcase you, highlight you, lift you up, and give you a great platform in the C-Suite network. So with that, come join us. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what's new for you, what's next for you in the 2023 year. And so with that, thank you again. Big congratulations to both Robert Pizzini and Jeffrey Hayzlett. We so appreciate you. And let's go out and get more gents. How's that? Thank you. Bye for now.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.